Yeah, seems to be there's some delay. Yeah, okay. Okay, just restart. So today is the 14th of June, 2021, Monday. So Bitcoin has recovered above the 39,000 mark. All right, so for disclaimer, as usual, please read through this, all the content here, and make sure that you have carefully considered that whether trading is something that you can accept it, because it do consist of risk, and sometimes the losses can be more than you can think of. So make sure that you are okay with, and since you have read it, you've accepted it, and you identified me. All right, thank you very much. All right, so what's happening right now? So Tesla, according to Elon Musk, resumes using the Bitcoin. All right, wow, what's happening again? So Bitcoin this morning jumped above 39,000 after the billionaire Elon Musk says that Tesla will resume transactions with the cryptocurrency when mining is done with more clean energy. He didn't say that he will use it. It's only when the mining is done with more clean energy. And immediately the market likes it. And we saw some of the platforms show there's a gap up on this BTC. Yeah? All right, the cryptocurrency gained as much as even not 9%, it's 12%, in fact, to 39,600 right now. And this is the highest level since June the 3rd. And it's just slightly below the 40,000 key milestone. All right. So the thing is this, the tweet basically was a positive momentum. All right. And definitely people likes that. All right. So with all this thing and micro strategy, where Michael Saylor, right, have become a very vocal Bitcoin evangelist. So it's saying that, right, all this is going to help. This is one what you call, he is basically kind of benefiting from it right now, because he had bought a bit of Bitcoin through a junk bond offering. So people are really borrowing money to get involved in Bitcoin. So as long as Bitcoin stays up, right, all this investment will definitely benefit. So the question is this, can we really trust what Elon Musk has to say right now? So one moment he said that they're not using it. Now he said that he will be using it. So the question is, can we trust what Elon Musk is saying right now? So guys, can I have your comments? About 37 of you. Can you tell me what is your view on Elon Musk? Do you think that we can trust his words now, that Bitcoin is here to stay and he will not create any more problem for Bitcoin? Or you think that this is just only another toy, for him to play around? When he's happy, he say this. When not happy, he say that, and causes a lot of people to be stressed out. What do you think? Give me your these comments right now. I am very sure I don't see your comments right coming in. So I am very sure that it's because Facebook is having this little problem there. So while waiting for your comments, we can see that this is what happened on Bitcoin. Right, some platform like AIMS, their platform shows a gap, but like TradingView, it showed that there's no gap, but nonetheless, it was a very big jump. It was at nearly 30,000, 31,000, and after that, it went all the way down to 39,000. So it's like up 30% in the span of less than 7 trading days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so why is it? So what is happening? Okay, all right. Iman, afternoon to you. Edwin, afternoon to you. Joseph too. Right, Sherwin say cannot trust. Jake say cannot trust. Fred say he's so rubbish that it should be indicted for this insider trader. No trust, just follow the TWB system. All right, so the thing is this, honestly, I have also lost my respect for him now for whatever he's doing. I know that he's doing for business, for money, but I kind of like getting sick of this. So I'm not going to be really bothered. To me, is that if the system called for buy, we just have to look for the buy signal. I think that is really much more reliable than really, follow what he has to do or says. Okay. All right. Okay. Moment. Okay, so now on the other news side, China cryptocurrency mining crackdown spreads to Yunnan in southwest. All right, so apparently, right, China continued to clamp down, all right, crack down. So China crackdown on cryptocurrency has spread to the country's southwest with a campaign against misuse of electricity by Bitcoin miners in Yunnan province. So it seems that they are really going for it, right? They really want to crack down the Bitcoin mining. And of course, this mining all done around the outskirts of China, so that basically the not so easy to be found. But apparently, all right, Yunnan is China's 4th biggest Bitcoin mining hub. All right, they are going for it. Previously was in Qinghai and Xinjiang, right? That was what happened. Inner Mongolia also was being affected, all right? So that's why Sichuan also. So basically, you can see that China is really going all out to make sure that, right, these crypto miners are put to a stop. So will that create a stronger demand for Bitcoin? It is possible, although that causes people not to buy Bitcoin. But, there's something in life is that when things get, can't be found or harder to get, prices may go up. So this is what's happening now in mainland China, all right? Now, there's another thing ongoing right now. Apology, there's some problem in my animation again. Let's give you a short moment. Okay, so now apparently, like, why some cyber criminals are ditching Bitcoin for a cryptocurrency called Monero. All right, so what is this all about? Let me bring it to you guys. So while Bitcoin is still dominating the ransomware demands, right? But apparently it's all right. This is going to change, all right? Monero is considered more of a privacy token and allows cyber criminals greater freedom from some of the tracking tools and mechanism. All right, because recently, right, we have the FBI managed to track down and take back some of the ransom Bitcoin. All right, so now the thing is this, the market is shifting to this company, this token now, because this token was created in 2014 by a consortium of developers who chose to remain anonymous, all right? So as spelled in the white paper, privacy and anonymity, all right? So basically that is what people want for those who do illegal vices. So it can read through, basically tells you that, right, it operates in own blockchain and hits virtually every transaction details, okay? So if that is all right, people prefer this for any form of ransom. All right, well, this is not a good thing, but this is actually what's happening right now. All right, so let me just bring it to you live. What is showing there? Wait a moment. Hold on a minute now, guys. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, let's just watch this and what are people using it for. Let's play this video from CNBC.
One of the reasons for the call for more regulation is those ransomware attacks. Recent attacks caused the shutdown of one of America's key energy pipelines, disrupted the meat supply from the U.S. to Australia. Both Colonial Pipeline and JBS eventually paid hackers in Bitcoin. Though the FBI was able to recover half the ransom paid by Colonial, we don't know about JBS, something like 11 million. CNBC technology reporter Mackenzie Sigalos taking a look now at how all this plays out for the companies that get hacked.
A business will fall victim to a ransomware attack every 11 seconds this year, according to research firm Cybersecurity Ventures. And many of them, like Colonial Pipeline, have admitted that they don't have a plan for when that happens. Several have never even dealt in Bitcoin, which is the currency of choice for virtually all ransom payments. But there are companies specifically designed to swoop in at the last minute to handle the logistics.
After the forensic consultants and the companies and stakeholders have all made the determination that it exhausted all their options, that's when they come to companies like us in order to help them acquire crypto at any time of day or night.
In less than an hour from initial contact, Digital Mint is able to make the ransom payment for the victim. That includes vetting the hacker to make sure they aren't tied to a U.S. sanctioned country, and then going on the open market, order books, and exchanges to acquire the cryptocurrency needed to pay the ransom. Digital Mint says that Monero is an increasingly popular cryptocurrency request for ransom payments. It's considered more privacy-focused and allows cyber criminals greater freedom from some of the tracking tools and mechanisms the Bitcoin blockchain brings. Since January of 2020, Digital Mint has facilitated over $100 million in ransomware settlements with a median payment of $800,000. Last year, crypto ransomware payments overall more than quadrupled from 2019, according to Chainalysis. Now, in April, a task force including Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, the FBI, the Secret Service, and others delivered recommendations to the White House on the ransomware threat. On the issue of prohibiting payments to attackers, the group was split. Part of the problem is that the threat actors are getting savvier at pricing their ransom demands. Then at a certain point, it makes more sense to just pay the ransom rather than hemorrhaging cash due to paralyzed operations.
All right, so seems to be, right, this ransom thing, right, is ongoing rampantly now in America. And that is the reason why there's some regulation trying to really clamp down on this little area here. All right, but of course, still there are people who are still very bullish on the Bitcoin. So this is another video that I want you to take a look. All right, these two gentlemen, they are very bullish on the cryptocurrency. Let's watch this.
Just as the bamboo
Okay,
is known for
we
its
need to
robustness,
just
resilience, and
add this one.
for
We
its
need to
robustness
just
in forging a sustainable future with our customers and communities. We steer wealth to sustainable investments, help businesses advance responsibly, and foster social inclusiveness and environmental well-being. For the better for ASEAN, for the better for all.
I know you're both fundamentally bullish on the price of Bitcoin here. JP Morgan yesterday came out, said, look, it's in backwardation, hasn't been like that since 2018. That's like Kate was talking about off the top when we last saw the crypto winter. They think both Bitcoin and Ether are in this situation. Tell me why we shouldn't expect bearish trades, bearish moves, bearish price behavior for these cryptos for, you know, a good portion of this year.
Short-term price doesn't matter. We're talking about the greatest wealth transfer in history. We're literally watching everyone from individuals to corporations to financial institutions to now countries decide that they want a transparent, programmatic, certain monetary policy. It flies in the face of the existing system. We don't know what the next thing that's going to happen in the existing system is, and therefore that uncertainty leads to fear. And so what ultimately happens is that you are seeing people around the world, over 100 million individuals, now all the way up to countries, say, we need something that has certainty in the monetary policy. And when you have a fixed supply asset and there is ever increasing demand, and over long periods of time, more and more people, companies, corporations, financial institutions, and countries come in and start to adopt it, the US dollar price has to go up to accommodate it. It's the only thing that can happen if you believe in supply and demand economics.
Let me get your final thought here, and I'll bring Brian back in as well. Anthony, you just mentioned something that's very key here. There's fear. There's fear, and you ascribe the fear to the concern about what monetary policy is going to be. But my guess is that there is also fear on behalf of the central bankers who govern monetary policy, on behalf of treasury secretaries or finance secretaries who are concerned that crypto is a threat to the traditional monetary system, and therefore they will step in to try and regulate it or do away with it. What do you say?
The Bitcoin is one of the most regulated currencies in the United States today, right? It is harder to start a Bitcoin company in the state of New York than it is to start a traditional financial company. You actually have to get more licenses. You have to get more regulation approvals to start that Bitcoin company rather than a traditional financial company. Also, on top of that, we already described, it's taxed more aggressively than any other currency in the United States. If I want to go spend Bitcoin, I have to pay capital gains tax to actually spend it, yet people are still adopting it. And so I think that's ultimately what people should be paying attention to here. Despite all of the obstacles, all of the friction, people still want this. I don't think it's going away anytime soon.
Brian, are governments likely to quash crypto?
Well, they haven't yet, and what we've seen really is a move towards, thoughtful regulation. And if you look at what's happened here in the U.S., I mean, they could have squashed it a long time ago, and they haven't. And I think that's because part of this isn't just about, hey, let's a currency innovation. There is actually a lot of stuff being built on it, Tyler, as you guys mentioned in the beginning. On these smart contracts, stuff like decentralized finance. This is a pretty big industry right now. So I think thoughtful regulation is where we're going to. We do have regulation. I'm an SEC registered investment advisor. I have to comply with all those rules. So the idea that Bitcoin is unregulated is really a misnomer. It is regulated. That being said, I certainly understand why central bankers might get concerned. Right. And I'll give you breaking news. You know, turkeys don't like Thanksgiving either.
All right, so you can hear what these two guys are saying. So I think it's pretty clear that you must understand Bitcoin the last time when you have the 2013 movement back then, and it came down all the way. And then after that, after many years later, it's coming back up again. If it's not something is like what you heard, it's not going to stay, then obviously they were quashed a long time ago. Why do you allow it back from 3,500 go all the way back to above the 19,500, then now to 60,000? So I believe that this is here to stay. So my view is this: put Elon Musk aside. More important thing is that to follow the system and trade according to the system will make more sense. All right, that is my personal take right now for this cryptocurrency market. All right, so let me hear from you guys. What do you think, guys? Do you think that Bitcoin is still a buy right now? The price now is at 39,000. So what do you think? Is Bitcoin now a good time to buy since it's now has climbed back from 31,000 back to 39,000? Can you leave your comment right now? I will come to that very, very shortly. All right, so for us, even on Sunday, our system was still doing fine. Now, yesterday was kind of a low movement, right, before the news came out, So we have two clear shorts yesterday. Look at the blue bars. Blue turns to green, look up. A red turns to yellow, you can go in to buy. Now, one tick means that the upside is about $300, right? If the market is coming down and it's red bar, you are not allowed to enter anything. But of course, once the screen shows you that blue turn to green bars, all right, the KCX signal appears, look up. If the bar turns from red to yellow, that will be time to buy. All right, so this is what happened throughout the whole entire day. So basically, we have 2 wins, okay, out of 2 trades. There's a typo error here. Just give me a short moment. Let me just correct it right now. Okay, it's 2 wins out of 2 trades. Okay. All right, this one is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it wasn't updated properly earlier. Okay, all right. Then for our ETH yesterday, we have 3 wins out of 6 trades. 3 of them didn't do well. So you realize that Bitcoin was doing a little bit better than our Ethereum, because now everybody is talking about Bitcoin right now, and there's a lot of focus on Bitcoin. Ethereum happened to be moment now. If you'd ask me, it's good time to buy Ethereum cheap, all right, because of the current price. But you're asking me, right, in terms of activity, we should be looking at Bitcoin apparently. All right, so Edwin say go with the flow. All right, there's Lawrence say just toying around, wait for correction before buying by Eric. Okay, all right, so this is what we have here right now on our ETH show yesterday. We have a clean shot here. The second trade lost money, third trade okay, fourth trade okay, then the fifth, sixth trade ended off negative. All right, so that's what happened by end of 6 trades yesterday. All right, let's look at the chart right now. Okay, let's look at the chart right now. So we have here itself is a gap up momentum, all right, for AIM's platform. So it's clear, it seems to be clear that the KSI is the boys, the whales are all buying. All right, and there's no blue bars. You can see that the blue bars have already went missing for the last 5 days. So this already instrumentally tell you that the Bitcoin is kind of bullish right now. Okay, so my personal take is still the same, all right. To me, as long as Bitcoin don't cross $43,000, I will not be really going into buying mode yet. Intraday buy sell is not buying mode, okay, just buy sell for daily bread. But we're talking about buy and keep. I still believe that we have to cross 43,257 first. Now there is another technical level which is a bit nearer. It's 39,978, I think. All right. Now this level is also a very key pivotal point because this came from the KCB from here. So over the last few times, whenever the market goes very near to the 39,978 mark, the market always will pull back. But now because the momentum is kind of bullish and is building up in strength, there is a possibility for Bitcoin to blast up. So for those people who are buying Bitcoin, maybe you want to wait for this figure 39,978 to cross first, and then you can aim for the higher level. If not itself, right, there should be some form of temporary resistance here. So that will be from Bitcoin. Let's look at Ethereum. Now, Ethereum has pretty sideways, but interestingly, today the opening price is just above the pivot 1. And based on our rule of engagement, above pivot 1 is normally more to the buy. But the market now is still trading below opening price. Seems like there's not much interest to go up. So that's why this cryptocurrency, other than Bitcoin, the rest are actually pretty sluggish. And this is not going to be healthy because later on, if the market loses shine for Bitcoin, then of course we could see some real selling coming in. Okay? All right, so I hope that will clear off your doubts. All right, so let's take a look at the Bitcoin conventional. Conventional chart do show a breakout, but the upside seems to be kind of limited. So we have to wait for what was still below the MA70. It's above MA11, but below MA70. All right, for Ethereum, it's actually not very comforting. Ethereum is still very heavily resisted by the MA70 at 2765, and now it's basically sideways for the last 6-7 days. So all I can say is that at the moment now, the conventional chart doesn't look too good for the Ethereum market. So if we look into the longer term of this entire movement, okay, so this is the longer term chart. You can see that the Bitcoin is still trading below the 80% mark, even though there's a gap up here, but it's still kind of below. All right, this is using the conventional moving average, conventional. And of course, we are getting nearer and nearer to a potential upside movement, all right, upside movement. But if let's say it crosses over, then it will become a death cross, okay? So let's see how does the market react from here. All right, in terms of this high to the lowest point, okay, high to the lowest point, which is from this point here, all the way to the recent high, the highest historical high, that is also telling us that, right, there is this resistance at this 38.2 at 3,841 level, all right? Okay, so still pretty sideways in my opinion, so I wouldn't really call for a long-term buy at this moment right now, okay? I won't be doing that. For Ethereum, it's pretty clear. It has dropped below the 80% mark, and now it's still far away. And of course, at this moment right now, you can see that it's trying to stay above the MLP of the white candle, but it's now between the two moving average, so it's pretty sideways. So I believe that this Ethereum will move sideways for a bit of time before we can see any explosive movement, all right, to the upside or downside. Okay, so that is what I have to say on offer for the cryptocurrency market. But mainly, let's look at the market for today. Let's take a look right now. Okay, for the Dow Jones today, it's still a very flat day. There's really no much movement. All right, it's between the pivot 1 and pivot 2, very flat movement. So there's nothing more to add on. The NASDAQ now has basically tried to search above the pivot 1 at 14021. And you can see that it basically hangs there for an entire day. Now it's actually moving below it. So if that continues, the KSI intraday is calling for sell. We may see coming down all the way to the opening price here. Okay. For the S&P 500, also the same thing. It has been flat out at the opening price, so you just have to wait for further details. Now, S&P 500, just kindly take note. All right, it's now trading above the KHRL, so upside is kind of still there. Now, Hong Kong is closed for today for the Dumpling Festival. Let's look at DAX now. DAX has opened, is slightly below the Friday's closing. So I suspect that after the initial worry or concern, it may have to move up to a new all-time high again. All right, for this crude oil, it's still maintaining upwards, slightly going to hit past the $71 very soon. which I think that will likely happen. And the Nikkei is kind of sideways now for Nikkei. Let me just bring out the Nikkei chart. Sorry, there's a few charts I need to show to you. Okay, for the Nikkei for today, it has been pretty sideways, but as long as it stays above pivot 1, above opening price, it's still there will be more upside to go. So maybe we can see Nikkei going up to about, how much is that? 20, okay, about that. Wait a minute. 29,200 level. Okay, 29,200 level. Okay, last one will be crude oil. I show you. Okay, yeah, indeed. And of course, just to dabble into forex a little bit, just to show to you that we can see that pound is also basically having a support at pivot 2, and whether can we see upside. All right, but with the dollar strengthening, it's going to be tough. And of course, we have the dollar yen. The dollar yen is also pretty sideways. There is some pullback at the moment right now. Okay, so that is what's happening. And last one will be the gold. Now you can see gold prices. Okay, hold on a minute. I bring you the gold chart, will be better. Now this is the gold chart, and you can see that today gold daily chart is trading below the cash SL level. So today will be the first day for it to close below the cash SL, so which means that there's a potential for the downside. Now my personal take for gold today is expecting to see about 1844 region. All right, if gold is continue to go down, who knows, gold may go down to all the way to 1844 region. All right, at the moment now the KSI is red and there is a K6 indication, so maybe after it come down the next 2-3 days there might be a rebound. So traders, you need to watch out for this rebound. So trade more questions that you ask me. Let's double check, because I said I cannot see your comments. I need to refresh my screen. Okay, so Cheng Kui said that's a bit too high right now. Yeah, I did. So overall, my personal take is that I believe that we can just wait for a while more. Let it simmer down first, because I said the statement from Elon Musk is just that they will use it if there's clean energy. So if there's no clean energy, then what happened? So if you go back again, right? So I cannot really accept to buy here right now unless we have a clean cut past 43,000. Okay, my personal take for today, trade of the day will be gold. I suspect that gold will come down to 1844. That's my personal take for today. All right, that will be all for today's afternoon MAO. All right, we will come back again tomorrow at 2 p.m. and we will cover to see any more things we look out for cryptocurrency market. All right, for those people who are interested to join us, remember that we will provide calls like this. You are allowed to get calls from us as long as you are part of the community. All right, our trading calls have been pretty accurate. We're talking about basically 78% to 86% accuracy. And of course, the only way to join us is that you contact us through Facebook PM, and then the price to join is $688. You get all this good stuff, all right, especially the crypto channel. All right, guys, you do not want to miss this opportunity here, all right, because this is really worth it. All right, so contact Richard Heng at 9274-9213. All right, he will be able to help you. He is a very patient guy. He will assist you and get you all the answers that you need to ask. Okay, guys, so this is important. I would like you guys to jump on board, and I'll see you soon. All right, remember, Richard Heng, 9274-9213. All right, guys, take care. Have a great day. I'll see you again tomorrow. This is Cal signing off. Bye-bye.